such a powerful woman. Millionaire in the making. Timangariwa tu bachimufunai. You always there to make him happy. You got the internet life interesting. You work all night, no resting. Oh, Owamie, you blow my mind away. Girl, as is our willy, as is our willy. You a vlogger, fishing over. You a queen, wanna listen to Mugozi. Owamie, Owamie.
Okay, hi my people, how are you guys doing? It's your girl Owamie aka Sphere Focal, running back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe, never see hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget follow me on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now my ninjas, if this is your first time, actually if you're not a ninja yet, please do make sure that you subscribe. As I said, if this is your first time coming across my channel, I am the blogger the blog about, so I do hope that you will subscribe and stay. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. If your bloggers are here, why are you not here? You know, get the news from the horse's mouth. But anyway, ninjas, let's go ahead and get into this Chende. Honestly, there's a situation that actually went down that I was like, okay. At first I was like, but then, you know, you guys have been in my DMs like, oh, let me talk about this, so I do have to talk about it. I also do have to mention that, guys, on the 4th of November we're having our second masterclass. Super excited. The ticket is still the same price, $1,000, and so I am going to make sure that I do the poster soon and you guys will get it, but at least you can already start planning, right? But yeah, today we're gonna talk about Jub, we're gonna talk about Khumalo, we're also going to talk about Amanda DuPont, and I guess his sister has also been thrown into this mix. For some of you guys that do not know, I'm having my coffee, so if my tongue is stained, you guys know what it is. I need strength for this one. So basically, last day, if I'm not mistaken, Jub went on to make G's podcast, and he had a podcast. Now, having the podcast episode, you know, he spoke about a lot of things, but he got to a point where he got very disrespectful towards Khumalo. When he was disrespecting Khumalo, he was actually putting Amanda DuPont up there, at the same time like disrespecting Khumalo, who's the mother of his son. The son he does not support, from what we hear, right? Unless if maybe things have changed. But anyway, after doing that, obviously spoke about how he smashed Amanda DuPont and this and that. And Amanda was like, oh no honey, okay, hold my tears and in my car, because I'm gonna sit in my car and I'm gonna come out here and say that this man for 2 years straight was sexually assaulting me. Yep, you know. And then when she did that video, obviously she was all in tears, she was crying. We basically just, you know, divided the nation, I should say. There's certain people that just felt 2 years in a relationship with somebody that is sexually assaulting you every day from the first day ever. Like, okay, it doesn't make too much sense. There are people that pulled out a picture of the time that she took a picture with him in jail, and then she claims no, she wasn't there for him. She was actually there for something else. I don't know if it was a charity or whatever, and he just happened to be there. And so that was when that picture was actually taken. But she looked very comfortable next to him. That's something that we can all not deny. Now, in her car, when she was basically coming out with her abuse story, she also spoke about how you know, she wanted other people that have been sexually assaulted by him and McG to can actually come forth. I guess that there are people that came forth, maybe for Ujub, I do not know, but from what we heard, the allegations were saying that she was not the only one that was opening a case. Now it now came out that Khumalo is also one of the people that are basically out there saying that Jub actually sexually assaulted her. Now I'm gonna go ahead and read this whole you know, the article that I actually saw, or part of it, because this is what Sunday World actually published. They said, Afropop powerhouse Khumalo detailed to the police how she was allegedly raped and almost bumped off by her ex-boyfriend and father of her child, Molemo Jub Maarohanye. This explained the singer to the police happened in series of domestic violence incidences which took place more than a decade ago. So this is something that happened over 10 years ago. Khumalo said she fell pregnant with Maaro Hanye's son in 2009 and moved in with the popular TV presenter in 2010. Okay, and so they also did publish another one, and this one is basically for Amanda DuPont, and this is what they're alleging about her. These are new allegations that are coming out. The fact that obviously she's in court with him, that's something that we've known, but now there's more, an extra that has been added to the mix. So they're saying former Mbango actress Amanda DuPont has told the police that her ex-boyfriend Jub raped her several times, sometimes in the presence of her sister, okay, or sisters, which means it's more than one, when they were dating almost 2 decades ago. She also alleged in one of their domestic violence tips, Jub choked and suffocated her several times until she blacked out. DuPont, who opened a case of rape against Jub recently made those allegations in the statement she submitted to the police ahead of their trial in Johannesburg Magistrate Court in November. Now, of course, with both the articles, they go on to say, link in bio for full article, and then when you go there, I guess you're gonna need certain stuff, but I feel like I definitely got the gist of what I actually needed. So basically, this is the situation. Khumalo has also now come out to say that yep, the guy actually sexually assaulted her. DuPont now is saying that these are the allegations, obviously, that she was being sexually assaulted in front of her sisters, not one, because there's an S, which means it has to be 1 or 2. So which means that I do not know if her sisters are now going to also be her witnesses, but let me sip my coffee first. First of all, Jub is the same nigga, guys, that killed kids, and he was out in less than 10 years. 10 years really was a lot. Was it 7? That he stayed in jail for killing how many? 4 now, and brain damaging 2, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of children lost their lives because of this guy. So I don't like him. I think he should be jailed for life. I think I've even said it before to say that, guys, I don't care what they arrest him for, they should just go ahead and arrest him. So me personally, I just think they should just lock Jub up, throw away the keys. Doesn't even matter for what, it's for the kids that he actually killed. That's me, right? However, if a story to me does not make sense, it's not gonna make sense just because it's Jub. That's it. I'm not even a fan of the guy. I want him in jail. And so they can take away him to jail for this. I wouldn't have a problem, because for me, I'd feel you're sitting there for the kids. But you mean to tell me, guys, what's like you were in a relationship for 2 years, you were sexually assaulted by the same person? I know that people that are talking about Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome is actually, maybe I should go ahead. Let me go ahead and read the definition of Stockholm syndrome for you guys, because there are people that don't understand what Stockholm syndrome really is, eh? Because I remember last time when we were talking about this, it became a huge debate, and I was like, nah, man, like, let's, okay, so let me check this. So this is what Wikipedia actually says about Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome is a proposed condition in which hostages develop a psychological bond with their captors. It is supposed to result from a rather specific set of circumstances, namely the power imbalances contained in hostage taking, kidnapping, and abusive relationships. So if she came and she said, hey, when he started, our relationship was great, the guy was giving me everything, and then he trained me into this situation, and then now he was now sexually assaulting me and everything, and I couldn't leave because now it's Stockholm syndrome, as you guys would like to say, I would be like, okay, you know what? But you can't just meet a guy today and something happens, he violates you, and then you're like, no, I'm Stockholm syndrome. It's not even the definition. It's not even. And mostly Stockholm syndrome is actually in hostage situations. But anyway, as a collab, The other part again for me that I'm also just like, okay, so you mean to tell me that this guy was sexually assaulting you? Sometimes he would even sexually assault you in front of your sisters, not even one. I have 2 younger sisters, guys. They're not even older than me. They're younger sisters. No man can do that, and my sisters are there. And they are just like, oh, okay, you know, this is happening. They're younger than me, as I'm saying. When I tell you the 3 of us would fight that man, by the time he is done, the police would have to be there because the house would be upside down. The neighbors would literally call the cops. So I do understand, you know, sisters bond and sisters love. I'm sure that there'll be, you know, her, what do they call this? Maybe there will be her witnesses if she's, obviously if the allegations are true. But again, for me, your sisters were just standing there watching. Because unsensitive, this and this and this. But guys, please make it make sense to me. How young were those sisters? And it's not like the way that the way that they're explaining, it's not like it was once in front of the sisters. It seems like sometimes, which means time to time. So it's a pattern that they knew, number one. And you mean to tell me of all of them, no one even tried to get help for her? They couldn't tell any family member that was older to help her in this situation. Asikolap. But anyway, when it comes to Khumalo, I obviously have not heard the full story. I will wait to hear more information as it's going. But yeah, I honestly just looking at the way that Ujubjub even spoke of her, number one, number two, and also looking at the fact that Khumalo has actually come out with pictures of her really like beaten up. I do believe her, you know. I really honestly do, and that's just me. I'm not saying that everybody out there should just believe. I'm just simply saying that looking at the fact that, like, you could see that this guy, even when he was talking about her, he has zero respect years later. And this is a woman that risked her life giving birth to your child, and then you're gonna come out here and dog her out like that when you were trying to make Amanda Dupont look like this innocent, sweet little girl. Oh, Irapil. Where Jub. She's doing you. Because you try to come and down the mother of your own child. And Ukeli is the one that, guys, even like, it's not just about now or because she's reacting to something that he has done. She has spoken about the abuse that went on. Yes, she's never spoken about this aspect, and so I don't have a reason, honestly, to actually doubt her right now, looking at everything and the pictures and everything. So I do hope that, honestly, they just arrest him. But now my thing is, it's not even about all this stuff that are happening now. It's about the kids. But yeah. And that is just me. But anyway, you guys can go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. For me, it has nothing to do with, oh, this is the person or that is not the person. For me, it just has to do with, okay, the story, is it making sense, Marabazwalani? Is it making sense? You're gonna be sexually assaulted in front of your sisters and nobody says anything. Nobody does anything. Okay, let's say maybe they were too traumatized by the whole experience and they couldn't talk to one person that is an elder. Like, this is what we saw, this is what happened, we were there, we really do fear for her, but you all continue to have a whole full-blown relationship until, from what we hear, Ujubjub is the one that even left when he now went to Khumalo. Okay. But anyway, the reason why I did not want to talk about this is because I knew it's gonna bring a lot of trouble. But at the end of the day, guys, my opinion is my opinion, and my opinion is not facts. I just have to say, you have your own mind. You can look at whatever, you can listen to whatever, and based on our experiences, obviously it will make sense to others and it won't make sense to others. But now for me, where you dated a guy for 2 years and from the first day this guy was abusing you sexually, goes on 2 years, you even add sometimes my sisters were there, allegedly. Okay, but anyways, I said I love you ninjas, stay blessed, and I will see you guys my next upload. Bye ninjas.